I'm a villain, not a hero. These hoes I'm not saving. Gotta get to this money on the daily. Play with the pussy ukulele. If I pull up to the function, better pay me. Sort of six, bad bitch all up on me.
Oh! What?
Welcome. Please take a seat in the nearest available Tranquility Lounger.
My bad, I should have listened to that.
Cooperation.
Oh, someone new to play with. I was just starting to get bored. I'm Betty. I live here on Trent. It's a really simple game. All you have to do is make Timmy Newsbum It'll be funny. Come on, you'll see. Make him cry, and then come.
Do you realize what you've done? You've triggered the failsafe, ruined everything.
You ruined
I can't reset it, don't you see?
all my friends.
The Garden of Eden creation kit. It was for terraforming, for restoring the world after a nuclear disaster. Unstable technology, and ultimately boring. Why remake the old reality when instead you could create any reality you choose? It is my greatest achievement. The best of the many simulations I've run in these 200 years.
I played with the others, but they bored me. This version never grew old. It amused me over and over and over again. My name is Stanislaus Braun. I'm a Vault-Tec scientist. I created this simulation for Vault-Tec, but for myself as well. It was my own design, my own perfection. A better reality than any other. Far greater than my work on the Gek.
Son, you've saved me. I was afraid I'd be trapped in there forever. It's so good to see you, but what are you doing here? Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane. I thought I'd just find notes or holotapes. I needed information about Braun and his work on the Gek. I did indeed. Braun's work, the Gek, was designed to readapt environments for living after a nuclear war. It's not entirely stable, but I'm sure that components of that technology are just what we need, what we've been missing all this time. I need to return to Rivet City. Once Madison knows about the Gek, I can get her to see that it really will work. I can't do this on my own. Madison, the facility hasn't been used in years. There'll be enough work for a good number of people, and it will take us a while. The sooner I get to Rivet City, the sooner Madison and I can get to work. Yes, what about you? Why in fact are you outside the vault at all? I don't even want to know how you got out. As much as I appreciate your help, you were supposed to stay there, to make a life for yourself there, not out here. Is that... You're 19 years old. Are you so sure you know what you want? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I suspect there's no going back for either of us. Really? Coming all this way after me, I'd have thought you'd want to help. I have to keep going. I'm going back to Rivet City. Meet me there if you change your mind. That's good.
are those hot little potatoes? Good hunting!
GNR, 3 Dog, all you need to know. Got lots of stuff going down in post-apocalyptia these days. Here's some of the latest news. It's that time again, kids. The adventures of the Capital Crusader. Yay! Hooray! Seriously, how can you not dig this guy? Am I right? I've gotten word that a band of mercs called Riley's Rangers were trapped on a DC rooftop, pinned down. A brave soldier named Theo was lost in the line of duty, but some of the others have been rescued. Why suspect intervention on this one? I certainly do. Until next time, this is 3 Dog. Ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. Now, some music. Hello, Capital Wasteland. This is 3 Dog. Ow! Coming to you loud and proud from Galaxy News Radio. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for some news. I've been getting more and more reports of these mercenary maniacs from town and company, especially in the downtown DC.
My. You certainly do look a little bit worn out. Oh, just look at my terrible manners. Now, what brings...
And they're not really into ass.
Honestly, there's nothing much out here. Looking for sand, rocks. You're welcome to look around this area, of course. My husband built this place way out here for a reason. Rest his soul.
Until next time.
Well, that's kind of you to say. Yes, he's gone. After he built this place, we decided to cut off contact with the outside world and just depend on each other for comfort and company. Oh, goodness, no. I have a supply. I trade with him for whatever I need, and I... Besides shelter, well, I offer something in the way of entertainment. I play songs on my homemade violin, and people... If not in person, I use my husband's old radio set. The men in the caravan say it keeps their morale up. Oh, you are a clever one. Yes, that's exactly the problem that I have with it. It doesn't quite play all of the notes correctly, and I have to constantly tinker with it. Yes, my husband was very proud of the setup. He tinkered with that thing for years to get it working. I've tried to use it to get whatever I need, but I've never gotten a reply. But now that you mention, my trading depends on my violin. Without it, I have nothing to play, no way to make music. If you can bring me a violin, a better one. Oh my, I didn't know I still had the looks. Well, you just made my day, you sweet thing. Let me give you something extra to help you on your way. I have a small amount of ammunition that my husband left behind, a box of odds and ends. I don't think I've... If you do this for me... Oh, I don't think I've been this happy in years. As promised, here's the key to the ammunition box. Before you leave, I have some information that may help you, at least a place to begin. It all starts with my great-great-grandmother Hilda back in 2077, before the bombs fell. Of a kind, yes. Hilda sent a good deal of letters to my great-grandmother Mary, who passed them on, and so forth. I suppose the correspondence could be considered a diary of sorts. It certainly is a long time. That precious instrument has been through a lot. Anyway, Hilda was quite a special woman, classically trained and exceptionally talented at the violin. Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. I can only imagine how exquisite this instrument must have been. When the war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 92. They claimed the vault would be dedicated to preserving musical talent. Vault Tech was always promoting the vaults being used for the preservation of the arts and all that nonsense. Hilda couldn't pass on a chance to meet many of the other musical talents of the world, so she accepted their invitation. Then the bombs fell, the vault was sealed, and my family never heard from her again. She kept it in a special pressurized case. Inside the case is the perfect temperature and humidity for the instrument. If the case is still functioning, the Stradivarius would be in perfect shape. Hilda's Stradivarius was named the Soie Stradivarius. All of them had names. That's what I want you to get. That's the catch. I'd suggest making your way to Vault Tech headquarters in the D.C. ruins. That would be a good place to begin. Good luck! She was quite a special woman. Hilda was her name. Classically trained and exceptionally... Her pride and joy was her Stradivarius violin. When war reared its head, she was invited by Vault Tech into Vault 90. Happily, she accepted. After she entered... Not too much, I'm afraid. It was fabricated way back in... He had made a bunch... They are regarded... Since the bombs fell laying waste to most of the world, it may be safe to say that this could be the last Well, from my great-great-grandmother's diaries, I have deduced that she had a... Hopefully...
One dog ain't enough, and 2 is too low. It's me, 3 Dog. How you kids handling post-apocalyptia today? Ah, yes, time for the news. 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks since our boys in Power Armor kicked those Enclave bastards out of Project Purity and started that baby chugging. Now, y'all remember James, right? Father of 101? Well, 3 Dog has learned that back in the day, James' wife had a dream. See, she was a scientist too. Worked on that project. You know what she wanted? A Waters of life. Free and clean. For any and all. God, ain't that beautiful? But even better, it's finally happened. The water is clean and hell yeah, it's free. Ow! Just a little patience, children. As I speak, the Brotherhood is working with Rivet City Security to get that fresh water to the wasteland. The caravans are coming. So get your glasses ready, children. This round's on me. Until next time, this is Three Dog, ow! And you're listening to Galaxy News Radio, bringing you the truth, no matter how bad it hurts. And now, some music.
At least Zane has some taste. me check stream. Give me a sec. Nobody chatting, we're good.
Those hot little potatoes. I bet you didn't see any ghosts either. But sure, sniper, shooting, yada yada yada. Oh, I never get to discuss semantics with anyone anymore. People are always like, no time to debate linguistic constructs. But you're right, of course. I know you may not want to see any more explosives for a while. Yes, that's what I need your help on. I know lots about... So I need you to get a... Really? I might just be able to take care of that for you. You're a mighty lucky one, you know that? Now, let me take a few notes, and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade rat cure concoction. I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it? Okay, a little Brahmin milk, a couple magnets, and maybe a few happy thoughts. Well, you're alive! Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign, at least. Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn. Correct. And it's looking very smart. Very smart indeed. They'll be dazzled by... Here, for your services, I've saved up quite a few stim packs. Of course you may need them. We've still got... The second chapter is going to be a bit trickier. For example, repelling mole rats, learning about mirelurks, and when all else fails, how to handle being injured. So let's buckle down and get to work on... Mole rats can burrow into almost anything and cause a lot of trouble. So I figured I'd make a chemical repellent stick for people to shoo them off. But I need it to be tested before I put the recipe to paper in the guide. So I need you to find some mole rats. It'll be easy. One tap with the applicator and it overwhelms their senses with a sort of feel-bad sensation.